I see people walking around tiptoeing through life like they've got forever. They think that for some reason it's just always going to be this way. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your kids will never be this age. You'll never have this day again. Something could happen tomorrow and you can no longer walk to the shop. We take life so for granted. I used to work with an ambulance service as well, transporting elderly people. I used to sit beside the elderly in the back of the ambulance and hold their hands and like talk to them quite often when we were taking them on their last journey to a nursing home where they would pass away. And that wasn't always the case, but in many cases, some people were super fragile we were transporting, and you knew they had hours or days to live. And I would talk to these people as a young bloke, like I was 17, and they would tell me about their life. They would say things to me. They're like, make sure you live fully, make sure you get out there and, just live a great life, have fun, have a great experience. And I remember looking in their eyes and just seeing their eyes fill with tears when they'd look out at the world around them. They'd just be, as we'd drive up the hospital ramp, their eyes would be looking out at the world, and you'd see their eyes welling up. They'd see families walking past and, people sitting at cafes and just chilling out. Some people racing to work with their briefcases looking all stressed out. But I realized I would look at the world that they were looking out on the outside of the ambulance, and then I'd look back at them and I'd realize that their time was over. They had their time. Like even right now that they're in that ambulance bed, they probably wish that once more they could just go and sit at a cafe. Once more they could just go and walk across the street, for goodness sake. Or just when they look back and see that, a young family skipping along with their kids, their time is over. That is, it's done. And so at a very young age, I got connected to that reality that we don't have forever, that one day we will not be able to do this. No matter how great the technology gets, as far as we know now, our life is, finite. We're not here forever. And I see people walking around tiptoeing through life like they've got forever. They think that for some reason it's just always going to be this way. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your kids will never be this age. You'll never have this day again. Like something could happen tomorrow and you can no longer walk to the shop. Like we take life so for granted.
Incredible.
I almost feel like welling up when I talk about it. It's like I feel so passionate about this, and I see people living these complacent lives, not because they want to. No one wants to, man. It's just that we're following a society that doesn't actually teach us to go out and pursue the things we love. It's weird. It's considered weird in many cases to go and say, you should be doing work you love. We've still got that conditioning where it's just like, no, you just got to go and earn a good wage and go and, buy the house and tick all the boxes and have the car. Man, like that stuff, that was good. And that was necessary for people at a particular time in history to establish themselves. But now it's something bigger. Now we need to actually evolve and stand on, like do something bigger. And I believe the greatest gift we can give the world and give ourselves is just tapping into what's in here, like we spoke about, finding what's inside us, just writing it down as best we can, not getting pedantic about it, just writing it down, defining it on a piece of paper. What does it look like? What would a better life look like for you? Just write the freaking thing down. And then ask yourself, okay, what can I start doing today to step into that? Like, is my kitchen in line with achieving that? Is the food in my cupboard in line with achieving that? If I say I want this health, go to your cupboard, throw anything in the bin that's not in line with that destination. For real. Like this is true. You don't have forever. You don't have forever. The clock is ticking. And I hope this is your wake-up call. If you've been sitting on the fence for something, let this be a wake-up call. Make today the day you draw a line in the sand and say, I'm stepping out of the side. Because life is fragile. Life is too short to buy into the opinions of other people and just waste your time worrying about what other people think of you. The greatest gift you can give the world and the people around you and yourself is, again, stepping into what inspires you. And you do that because through that you can have a greater impact. It's not just about yourself. It's not just about giving and getting, because you'll never succeed doing that. You need to be contributing something. You need to be adding value, but add value through doing work you love.